Coming your way on today's Philadelphia Eagles. Now the Birds getting two big breaks before taking on the Green Bay Packers in the wild card round at the Link on Sunday. And should we be concerned about Jalen Hurts? He still has not cleared concussion protocol. I want to talk about that as well on the back half of the show. Our goal this week here on the channel, 98,000 subscribers by Sunday. I think that we can get there. We're going to need your help. And obviously my goal this season is to get to 100,000 subs so that we can get that silver plaque from YouTube. Currently worldwide, 97,405 people have hit that sub button. We are 595 people away from 98K, so let's get there before this playoff game kicks off. As for those two big breaks for the Eagles, works out pretty well for Philadelphia on both sides of the ball here. And I do want to point out the betting line for this game between Green Bay and Philadelphia. This game, of course, taking place on Sunday, January 12th. Kickoff slated for 4:30 p.m. Eastern, 1:30 p.m. Pacific. The over-under at 45.5. But how about this betting line? The Eagles entered the week as 3.5-point favorites, but that number has gone up by 2 points in less than 24 hours. That's pretty notable. I thought originally maybe the Eagles were getting disrespected. The odds makers weren't too confident in Philadelphia, but then the public seems to be confident in the Eagles, thinking that the Packers might be a little bit fraudulent because they don't have a great resume as far as wins against teams with a winning record. As for those two big breaks, let's get to that next. Christian Watson. Unfortunately for him, fun player to watch. He's been injured a lot throughout his career. He was a really good player at North Dakota State, and then his first year alongside Aaron Rodgers started to hit his stride the back half of his rookie year. He just hasn't been able to stay healthy. A lot of hamstring issues, and then in Week 18 against Chicago, suffered a torn ACL. So he's out for the rest of the year, of course, going to miss this game against Philadelphia, and this makes the Eagles' job defensively a lot more easier. They don't have to worry about Green Bay's vertical threat, who can get behind the defense, take the top off of the defense, and he has really good size, so he can go up and get it. Hands a little bit questionable from time to time, but 6'4", 208, and he can fly with that 4.3 speed. The Packers, though, are stacked outside of Christian Watson, and because he's been hurt throughout his career, they are not new to having to play without him, but 29 catches this year for 620 yards. That is well over 20 yards per catch. But Vic Fangio going to have to put together a really good game plan to not allow Jordan Love to find a rhythm, because when he does, he can be lights out, to stop Josh Jacobs, really good running back, behind a really good offensive line. And then the Packers still have a ton of wide receiver talent and two really good tight ends. Jaden Reed can ball. 55 catches for 857 yards this year and 6 touchdowns. Tucker Kraft is their number one tight end. Really good player, underrated in my opinion. 50 catches, 707 yards, and 7 touchdowns this season. You have Romeo Doubs, who can go off at any moment. 46 catches, 601 yards, 2 touchdowns. And Dontavian Wicks, another good player who, like all of these other players, a lot of volume, good numbers, and he's been able to find the end zone, third best among these targets here. And so Matt LaFleur uses his offense to trick the defense. A lot of different looks. He's going to spread it out. They can play power football, a lot of eye candy, pre-snap motion, a lot of movement, a lot of creativity. So Vic Fangio and the Eagles defense are going to have to bring their A game, and they can't get off to a slow start. Talked about this in our Eagles-Packers preview. It's popping right now up on the channel. Be sure to check that out. 24 minutes of goodness. As for how this Eagles offense will now get a big break. Well, Jaire Alexander, it was determined the other day, out for the rest of the season with a knee injury that just simply has not gotten better, and Alexander is one of the top cornerbacks in the game. Had to undergo arthroscopic surgery in his knee to fix a swelling issue after he injured his PCL in Week 11 and just wasn't able to get better. He could return if Green Bay does make a Super Bowl run, but for now he's on injured reserve, and he's not going to play against Philadelphia, and hopefully we don't even have to worry about Green Bay making a run to the Super Bowl, and hopefully their season ends Sunday night at the Link. But Alexander's resume, we're talking about a player who is a 2-time second-team All-Pro, 2020 in 2022, two-time Pro Bowler those same years, all-rookie team in 2018, and this year had a coverage grade when on the field of 78.3. Now, he was matched up frequently with A.J. Brown week 1 in Brazil. And what happened? Well, A.J. Brown caught a dime to start the third quarter, opening drive of that second half for the Eagles, right in stride from Jalen Hurts, 67-yard touchdown, and he beat Jaire Alexander first on a little stutter go, and then the foot race to the paint. Impressive breakaway speed from A.J. Get involved down in the comment section right now. Support the show. If you're confident in an Eagles win on Sunday, I want you to hit that thumbs up icon. I like the video. If not, I want you to show me that you know ball and comment why. Our sponsor for today's show, our friends at Game Time. When I was growing up, going to Veterans Stadium, Lincoln Financial Field, some of the best memories that I had during my upbringing, even when I've gone as an adult, it's awesome. And playoff atmospheres at Lincoln Financial Field cannot miss. You want to be a part of that atmosphere on Sunday? How about getting tickets to Eagles-Packers wildcard round in South Philly, thanks to our friends at Game Time? Best seats at the lowest price guaranteed. Prices drop as the event gets closer. Thanks to Game Time Picks, a new feature, it makes getting tickets for events even easier, where it filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets to find the best value. You can see the view from your seat before you buy, so you know exactly what to expect when you arrive. I always love seeing the price point and the vantage point from your seats because you want to know what you're seeing in the anticipation and the lead up to that game. So get your tickets today, not just an app for sporting events, by the way. You can go to concerts, comedy shows, theater events, and a whole lot more. Download the app, create an account. Use the code CHATSPORTS, CHATSPORTS, for $20 off. Terms apply. First purchase only. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Last-minute tickets. Lowest price guaranteed. We move forward with today's show. In the lead up to this playoff game against the Green Bay Packers, should we be concerned about the availability of quarterback Jalen Hurts? He still has not cleared concussion protocol. Now, Hurts has 5 more days to clear the protocol. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So timing is on his side to a certain degree if he progresses. But we are not sure what stage he's in concussion protocol, and there are 5 stages because Nick Sirianni hasn't really revealed any information on that front. The next big moment and big day coming up is not Tuesday, it's Wednesday. That is the Eagles' first practice of the week at 2:10 p.m. Eastern Time. If Hurts doesn't practice on Wednesday and he is not at least limited by Thursday, it could be very difficult for him to play on Sunday because he has to clear and get through the remaining stages of the protocol. And then we'd be talking about a first-round playoff game at Lincoln Financial Field against the Green Bay Packers with Kenny Pickett as the team starter. He played really well against Dallas in the second to last week of the regular season, but he is not the dynamic threat or the player that Jalen Hurts is. In fact, I think the third stringer, Tanner McKee, is the better quarterback as compared to Kenny Pickett. And so this is a huge storyline that we will continue to keep tabs on because if Hurts plays, Eagles' chances of winning and moving to the divisional round drastically increase as compared to him not playing in this game. So this update from Adam Schefter, little bit worried here that Hurts is still in concussion protocol. Everything I've kind of heard is that the Eagles have been very cautious, but he's still in the protocol, and he suffered this injury back a couple of weeks ago against Washington, and you just never know how players will fare coming off a concussion. I mean, Jaquan Brisker, the safety for the Bears, he was in there for multiple weeks. Some players come back the next week, so you just never know with these head injuries. Will Hurts play on Sunday? That's the big question of the week. Let me know what you think about it. P for play, W for won't. As you scroll down, make sure you hit that sub button. And we'll see you on Tuesday with some more Eagles content. Let's go.